Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitina
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashachari Shakarine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastachari Shakarine
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrena
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrena
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrena
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Bolo, bolo.
Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra,
Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra,
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra,
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So continue with Nadia Gudrume Nityananda Mahajan. If you have the Vaishnava songs on your phones, you can probably search Nadia Gudrume Nityananda Mahajan. The Lord's, that is Lord Gauranga, Lord Gauranga's orders to patrol around town from Gitavali by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. In the island of Nadia, in the land of Nadia on the island of Gudruma, the magnanimous Lord Nityananda has opened up the marketplace of the holy name, meant Jai Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Meant for the deliverance of all fallen souls. O people of faith, by the order of Lord Gauranga. So this is the order to patrol around town. O brother, I beg these 3 requests of you. Chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and teach others about Krishna. Being careful to remain free of offenses, just take the holy name of Lord Krishna. Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your father, and Krishna is the treasure of your life. Giving up all sinful activities, carry on your worldly duties only in relation to Lord Krishna. The showing of compassion to other souls by loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna is the essence of all forms of religion. Is the essence of all forms of religion. Nariya Gudrume Nitya Nandamajan Nariya Gudrume Nitya Nadiya Gudrume Nitya Nandamajan Pratiyachinamata Jivirakaram Gudrume Nityanandamajan Pratiyachinamata Jivirakaram Nadiya Gudrume Nityanandamajan Pratiyachinamata Jivirakaram Nadiya Gudrume Nandamahajan Pratyachinamhata Jivirakaram Sharavanjana he Sharavanjana he Sharavanjana 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 he Sharavanjana Sharavanjana Sharavanjane Prabhu Agyabai Mange Viksha Prabhu Agyabai Mange Viksha Prabhu Agyabai Mange Viksha Prabhu Agyabai Mange Viksha Bolo Krishna Brajo Krishna Kuru Krishna Shiksha Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Kuru Krishna Shiksha Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Kuru Krishna Shiksha Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Kuru Krishna Shiksha Aparada Sunya Loe Lo Krishna Naam Aparada Sunya Loe Loho Krishna Naam Aparada Sunya Loe Loho Krishna Naam Aparada Sunya Hoye Loho Krishna Naam Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Pran 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 Nadiya Gurume Nityananda Majan Pratiyachinamata Jivirakaram Nadiya Chinamata Jivirikara
Nariya Godrume Nitya Nanamaja Pratyachinamata Jivirakara
Krishna Re Samsara Kuri Charyanacha
Krishnera Samsara Koro Charyanacha
Krishna Re Samsara Kuru Charyanacha
Krishnera Samsara Koro Charyanacha
Jivedaya Krishnanam Savadamasa
Jividaya Krishnanam Sarvadharmasa
Jivedaya Krishnanam Savadamasa
Jivedaya Krishnanam Sarvadharmasa
Nariya Guru Meni Chananamajan Bhakti Achinamata Jivirakara
Nariya Gudrume Nitya Nandamahaja Pratyachinamata Jivirakara
Sharavanjana He Sharavanjane
Sharavanjane Sharavanjane
Sharavanjana He Sharavanjane
Sharavanjane Sharavanjane
Prabhu Agya Bhai Mange Bhiksha
Prabhu Agya Bhai Mage Bhiksha
Bolo Krishna Brajo Krishna Kuru Krishna Shiksha
Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Koro Krishna Shiksha
Aparada Sunya Lo Krishna Na
Aparara Shunya Hoy Loho Krishna Na
Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dhanapa
Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dhanapra
Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dhanapa
Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dhanapra
Krishna Re Samsara Kuri Charyanacha
Krishna Samsara Guru Charyanacha
Jivedoya Krishnanam Savadamasa
Jiviroya Krishnanam Sarvadharmasa
Nadeya Guru Meni Chanandamajan Prateya Chinamata Jivirikara
Nariya Godrume Nitya Nandamajan Pratyachinamata Jivirakara
Nadeya Guru Meni Chanandamajan Prateya Chinamata Jivirikara
Nariya Godrume Nitya Nandamajan Pratyachinamata Jivirakara
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra
Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Nitai Gaurachandra, Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga,
Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga,
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga
Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hari,
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hari
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaura Hari,
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hari
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana,
Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana,
Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana
Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari,
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari
Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari, Jaya
Sachinandana Gaura Hari
Nityananda Rama, Nityananda Rama,
Nityananda Rama
Nityananda Rama, Nityananda Rama,
Nityananda Rama
Nityananda Rama, Nityananda Rama, Nityananda Rama, Gaura Hari,
Nityananda Rama Gaura Hari
Nityananda Rama, Gaura Hari, Nityananda
Rama Gaura Hari
Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga,
Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga
Jaya Sachinandan, Jaya Sachinandana,
Jaya Sachinandana
Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari,
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari
Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari,
Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Gaur Hare Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hare Bol Hare Bol Hare Bol Gaura Hare Bol
Nitai Gaura Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Gaur Hare Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hare Bol Hare Bol Hare Bol Gaura Hare Bol
Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra Ki. Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra Ki. Hare Krishna. So we like to humbly request our dear Pujari Shankaranya Prabhu to please glorify their Lordship, Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, on their 15th appearance anniversary here at Hare Krishna Study Center. Then was Nimai Pandit Study Center, but their Lordship Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. They were originally named Nitai Gaurachandra, and later on Parama Karuna was added. So Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, and at least for the last couple of months, His Grace Shankaranya Prabhu are associating with them every day. So he may be the fittest person to glorify them. So one Gauranga Bhajan. Later we will do. Later we'll do, that is a title song. So we'll later do, probably can do Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu now.
So this is one beautiful bhajan by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori. The translation reads as follows. Out of compassion for the fallen souls, Shri Krishna Chaitanya came to this world with his personal associates and divine abode to teach Sharanagati, surrender to the Almighty Godhead, and to freely distribute ecstatic love of God, which is ordinarily very difficult to obtain. This Sharanagati is the very life of the true devotee. The ways of Sharanagati are humility, dedication of the self, acceptance of the Lord as one's only maintainer, faith that Krishna will surely protect, execution of only those acts favorable to pure devotion, and renunciation of conduct averse to pure devotion. The youthful son of Nanda Maharaj, Sri Krishna, hears the prayers of anyone who takes refuge in him by this sixfold practice. Bhaktivinoda places a straw between his teeth, prostrates himself before the two Goswamis, Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatana, and grasps their lotus feet with his hands. Quote, I am certainly the lowest of men, unquote. He tells them, weeping, quote, but please make me the best of men by teaching me the ways of Sharanagati, or surrender. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Suparsada Siyodam Sahavatare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Jive Doya Kori Suparsada Siyodam Sahavatare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori पार्षद श्रीयोधाम सह अवतरे
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीव दया कोरी स्वपर सरस्वी धाम सह अवतरे
अत्यंत दुर्लभ प्रेम करी बारे दान शिखाय शरणागति भक्तेर प्राण
अत्यंत दुर्लभ प्रेम कोरी भारे धान शिखाय शरणागति भक्तेर प्राण
धन्य आत्मनिवेदन गोश्रुत चारण अभ्यास राखिबे कृष्ण विश्वास पालना
धन्य आत्मनिवेदन गुप्तदेवरण अवश्य रक्षिबे कृष्ण विश्वास पालना
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया करे पार्षद श्रीयोदा सह अवतरे
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया कोरी सप्रसार स्वीय धाम सह अवतारी
भक्ति अनुकूल मात्र कार्य रसिकार भक्ति प्रतिकूल भाव वर्जन अंगीकार
भक्ति अनुकूल मात्र कार्येण स्वीकार भक्ति प्रतिकूल भाव वर्जंगीकार
षडांग शरणागति हईबे जहाँ ताहार प्रार्थना सुने श्रीनंद कुमार
शरंग शरणागति होइबे जहार ताहार प्रार्थना सुनी श्रीनंद कुमार
रूप सनातन पदे दंते तृणधरी भक्ति विनोद पाड़े दोहु पद धरे
रूप सनातन परे दंते तृण कोरी भक्ति विनोद पुरे दुहुन पर धोरी
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया करी पार्षद श्रीयोदा सह अवतरे
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया कोरी सप्रसार स्वीय धाम सह अवतारी
कांदिया कांदिया बोले अमित अधम शिखाए शरणागति कर हे उत्तम कांदिया बोले अमित अधम
शिखाए शरणागति कर हे उत्तम
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया करी पार्षद श्रीयोदा सह अवतरे
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु जीवे दया कोरी सप्रसार स्वीय धाम सह अवतारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavana Dham.
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadrama.
Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Subhadra.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Your Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki.
Jai.
Your Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki.
Jai.
So we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you here this evening on behalf of their Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, the most merciful, moon-like faces Lords, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who would have agreed to come and be present here in our midst for the last 15 years. 2009, on the 25th of January, their Lordship would have been installed. Many of you who was around then, you can probably think maybe 15 years so quick. It seems like, just a few years ago, but yes, it is already 15 years for their installation. Person like Giri Krishna, Krishna Gyan, Haridas Prabhu, a few others would have been around. Hari Kirtan was 15 years younger. I don't know where Sachi Sutta was then. Hari Kirtan is saying he was 8 years old. So that was 15 years ago. I don't know where Uncle Suk and... Uncle Suk, you were here for the installation ceremony? You weren't here for the installation. You come after. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where Lynette Mataji and... You were here? And I think Ladini Mataji, I saw her somewhere just now. Ladini Mataji was here. And Devesh Narayan and Dana Kelly was somewhere around. Yeah, like that. So 15 years pass, and so as we welcome you here this evening for the 15th installation anniversary of their Lordship, we would like to hear some pastimes and maybe some memories. Different pujaris and different devotees would have shared relationships with their Lordship. Jai His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj ki. And of course, for this evening session, we'll have the good fortune of hearing from His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, because he and Bhattari Prabhu would have performed the installation ceremony 15 years ago. And that means Maharaj have been visiting us here in Guyana for the last 17 years, because 2007 was his first visit to Guyana by the grace of His Grace Ram Leela Prabhu. Ram Leela Prabhu would have been instrumental in bringing Maharaj to Guyana, and we can safely say what a blessings to ISKCON Guyana in the whole, and now the rest of the Caribbean. So everyone you can take your seats. Sanjay, Haridas Prabhu, you can take your seats. Haridas Prabhu, you can come in front. You can come. Everyone can please come forward. Start to take the front seat. All the seats from in front. Don't punish those who come afterward to come all the way in front. Leave the back row for those who come later. Thank you all very much. So yes, we will be hearing from some of the devotees who would have been around for many years serving their Lordship. And then at some point in time, we will be hearing from His Holiness Maharaj also. So and there will be the title Bhajan. I think Hari Kirtan have some video footage or pictures of the deities. So you have some, he's saying no videos, but pictures. So one thing I remember was that the Lordship came here for Padayatra, and immediately the day after the installation on the 25th, the 26th of January 2009, for a whole week, their Lordship went out. I think for the history of their Lordships, that was the only time they went out for an entire week. And then again in 2011, Padayatra from Timiri to Georgetown, they went out 5 days Padayatra, and then they participate 2 days Ratayatra. 5 days was from Monday to Friday from Timiri International Airport. And those of you who were there 2011, you can remember what happened the first day. Everyone was fully drenched. Everyone was fully soaked. As soon as the parade take off from Timiri International Airport, it was all rain almost throughout the parade, so no one could have missed it. So yeah, there was 5 days from Monday to Friday up to Diamond, and then we had 2 days parade to Guyana National Stadium. From Diamond to Guyana National Stadium, from Georgetown, back road to the National Stadium. Otherwise, most of the other Padayatras that their Lordship would have went out on would have been 3 or 4 days. And of course, they went different places, West Coast and different part in Georgetown, outskirt of Georgetown, on the East Coast. I think this year is the only year that they will go out for 1 day. So I'll beg of every one of us that they are used to going out and take a look around town, what is happening. So let us let us come together, I will say, put it simple. Let us come together and see to it that their Lordships can go out on a more regular basis, and not just for 1 day, but we can take them out on Harinam, Sankirtan, on Padayatra on a more regular basis. So I'd like to call on His Grace Sachisuta Prabhu. I'd like to call on His Grace Haridas Prabhu first to give us a few thoughts. Haridas Prabhu. On the occasion of the Brahmotsava installation anniversary of their Lordship, Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, Haridas Prabhu, of course, being a senior most member in ISKCON Guyana, and he probably have a record of many of the histories of the deities. He would have probably witnessed the installation of all the different deities in Guyana, Nitai Gaura, and Sri Sri Nitai Chaitanya Chandra, Radha Gokula Chandra, like that. So Haridas Prabhu was there. He witnessed all of them. Over to His Grace Haridas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Quite an introduction by His Grace Prabhupada Dev Prabhu. I was just trying to mentally think what I can speak on this occasion, but it seems like their Lordship is not providing the intelligence, so let's see what happens. So, it's the 15th anniversary of their Lordship, Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. They are the most merciful of all incarnations of the Supreme Lord. They especially come to benedict us, to save us from our degradation in this age of Kali Yuga. And we are very fortunate in many ways that despite this age is full of so many vices and so many disadvantages, the Lordship have descended here to give us all the opportunity to become purified in our consciousness, to develop an attachment to them, an attraction for them, so that in this lifetime, if we do that, if we manage to do that, we can qualify ourselves to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. They have a special pastimes that is going on there. The Supreme Lord Krishna has provided a wonderful atmosphere for their participation. Of course, we understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, they are no other than Krishna and Balaram, actual Krishna and Balaram. It's not, of course, we sometimes describe them as incarnation, or obviously the Lord coming in this age of Kali Yuga as devotees to show us how to surrender, how to engage in practical bhakti yoga in this particular time and circumstance. Towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarva dharma parijyajya mam ekam saranam raja. Just surrender unto me. But how that surrender is done, particularly in this age of Kali Yuga, is demonstrated by their Lordship Shri Karuna Nitai. And so, if we simply follow the process that is given by them, when they came here over 500 years ago, when the Lord comes in this form as Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they gave us the Yuga Dharma. They are considered to be the Yuga Avatar, and they have given us this Yuga Dharma of how to purify our material existence and go back to the spiritual world. My own connection to the Lordship is that I have not done as much service as many of you have. But one thing that I am fortunate to do almost every single day in my japa, almost every rung that I chant, I think of them, amongst other deities. So in this way, I'm very much connected to their Lordship Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. And I'm very happy that they have given me that opportunity to be connected to them in that way. In chanting the holy name of Krishna, which is the Yuga Dharma, is a process recommended to deliver us from this material world. So, Krishna consciousness is what is described as the process recommended for this age. And of course, we have to do it in a way that is recommended by the Lord Himself. So there's that wonderful verse that is spoken by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Trinadapi sunechena taropi sahesnuna amanena manadena kirtanya sada hari. We have to be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and be ready to offer all respect to others. In such state of mind, one can chant the Lord's holy name constantly. And that is where we need to get to, where we can chant the Lord's name constantly. And that will only come by humility and tolerance and giving respects to everyone. So once we follow that method, and of course it's described that we should hang that, we should string that verse around our neck so that we can always be reminded what is required for us to constantly chant the Lord's holy name and attain perfection in this age of Kali Yuga. Just be humble and be tolerant. If we can do that, our life will be perfect. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Haridas Prabhu, for those kind words, and also to encourage us by giving that Trinada Presentation of verse, and very specific. That is something that I learned to connect with their Lordship. When you chant your japa, at least you can remember them. So that is very good. I'd like to humbly request His Grace Sachisuta Prabhu. Sachisuta would have came and joined us here. Their Lordship would have already been installed 2-3 years after he would have came in and joined us. And since then, Sachisuta Prabhu would have most of his Krishna conscious life been in the ashram and been with their Lordship almost 24/7 for probably 11 years. So Sachisuta probably would have quite a bit to say, but we'd like him to just share a few of his experiences of being here and serving their Lordships over those years, and of course continue to serve their Lordship up to this time. Over to His Grace Sachisuta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So Hare Krishna, please excuse my voice. So I'll just like to, as Prabhu would have mentioned, by the causeless mercy of their lordships, by the blessings, the continued blessings of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, I was fortunate to spend many years in their home, in their abode, I would say. And through that, we got to render many different services and have many different experiences in the presence, in the association of their lordships. And I'm sure that there are many devotees here who, were here or who came before me and who are actually part of their lordships 15th installation, or their first, or the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, their actual installation 15 years ago. And I'm sure those devotees would have a lot of memories also to share. But I'll just share a few of my experiences and my recollections, like being part of their service. So I remember when I joined, we were at lot 13, 2012, July, and I used to. His Grace Jananivas Prabhu was there, Shura Prem Prabhu, and Mayapur Prabhu. We all joined same time. So one of my first, you can say, direct services. All services are connected to the deities, to the lordships, but coming to a more direct, Jananivas Prabhu used to ask me sometimes in those maybe after 6 months in the ashram, he used to have me to assist him set up the arti trays and to prepare the offerings like Mangal Arti, fruit and sweet offerings for their lordships. So, and of course, we used to be there for the Mangal Arti or as much as possible. We used to be for Mangal Arti often. And I can say for all these of many years, I can say that in Mangal Arti, morning program is where you have a more intimate association with their lordships, and because it's just a few persons or sometimes you yourself, so it's more, you feel more connected, more intimate. And there are other times also, where we used to giggle and talk about it, after different programs or after different festivals, the smile of the Lord, how the Lord will smile sometimes, and sometimes there's a different look. And not only that, sometimes we'll even talk about how the Lord gained weight, and how the so many other experiences like that. We will have discussions about the deities from time to time. So in 2016, after returning from the holy dams, that is when I first get to perform artik to their lordships. And I remember that morning very clearly. It was Rantidev Prabhu and Bhaja Prabhu who kind of introduced me, and how many times we offer each item and which item is being offered first, and so forth. So I remember that initial experience, and it was a lot 13 by Prabhu's home, Prabhupada Prabhu's and Hari Kirtan. And for me, I was feeling at that time that I was so young, and I was looking at so many other pujaris who were coming, and these were all experienced devotees. They were coming, even before I didn't came to the temple. But I was feeling that time that, look how merciful, how fortunate I am, that I'm getting this opportunity, to perform direct worship in the form of performing the Lord's arti and making the offerings and so forth. Apart from that, those are in-temple experiences. Outdoor festivals, Prabhupada Prabhu was mentioned about all the Padayatra festivals. I myself and all the other Prabhus, we will have a ball of a time, we will say, quote unquote ball of a time. But what made it all together was that, to be with the Lord out there. Normally when the Lord goes out for Padayatra, multiple days of Padayatra, the Lord will stay over by different devotees, well-wishers' home. And I know a few of us will stay there. And again, it was more intimate, connection, more intimate connection. In recent years, like after 2016, when the Lord would have moved over to the temple here, Hare Krishna, the new building, again I was here, and there are many different experiences which I cannot explain, but I'll just highlight a few of them which I personally encountered. Like, let's say sometimes if a pujari, by some mistake, or it happens sometimes that the lights in the altar is left on, or maybe in a temple room. I don't know, but whenever that happens, whenever the lights is on, or by mistake is left on, and the Lord is put to rest, somehow this indication will come to me, and I will notice, I will notice it either through the curtains, but or I'll happen to go to the pujari room. It happened multiple times, where I went and turned off those lights, right? Other times, sometimes devotees come to bring offerings and flowers, fruits, or even some guests. Some person might be coming for the first time, and they just happen to bump into myself, and we'll get to take their offerings on their behalf. And there are many other like different exchanges with their lordships, but these are some few which I cherished, and which I'm sure many devotees, many of the pujaris especially, would have and would like to share. But I would say that I would like to express my deepest gratitude, and to their lordship, Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, for having me and engaging me in their service. And of course, this is not possible without so many devotees here who would have, basically hold my hands and, walk me to their lordships, introduce me to their lordships, and at the same time engage me nicely in their in their personal services. So I would like to say I'm very grateful, I'm very thankful for the continued causeless mercy, the blessings, and, to be part of the Lord's pastimes. We hear this from time to time. Devotees will mention that actually the pastimes of the deities, the pastimes of their lordships are eternal. And we should recognize that. We should understand that, we are also, being part of the Lord's eternal Leela, His eternal pastimes. So thank you very much. Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Satyasuda Prabhu, to share your experiences and a few of your thoughts. One of the things to note is that many a times we take it for granted that it's supposed to be like that. It isn't really supposed to be like that. If any one of us reflect, especially people like Janani Vas, Giri Krishna, Krishna Gyan, and a few others who was around, the person that you know then 12, 13 years ago as then Satanand Prasad, and to see him this day, you might take it to granted, well, that's Sachi Sutta. But don't take it for granted. It was a part, of dedication and everything else, as he's saying. But to move into the ashram and to build a career, spiritually and you may say academically, it wasn't an easy one. But you will see a lot of credits, or all the credits goes to their lordship, along with the Vaishnavas, Guru and Srila Prabhupada. That here is an individual who would have chosen. Anybody would have forced you? We never ask if you feel forced to move in the ashram after finish high school. But I don't think anybody would have forced him, but he would have moved in the ashram and, build himself spiritually in the service of their lordship, and then went to the University of Guyana and continue his spiritual duty, his services. At some point in time, myself as a temple president here and let's say overall leader along with the board, we would have had questions from many people, many senior devotees would have questioned us, and even at times even probably blame us why we were having this kid in the ashram and what will become of his whole life ahead and all that. There were so many concern were showing. At one point in time, the concern was that he was doing too much service. And one of the things, Sachi Sutta would be way up in the night checking everything around, like you just said about the lights. And many senior devotees who came, he would doze off in Bhagavatam class, and then still he have to go to university to study. I don't know what happened at the university, how many times he dozed off, but at the same time he would have came out with distinction from university. So that speaks to me that really and truly, even if he dozed off, maybe by their Lordship, Sri Sri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra mercy that he was still hearing, because how else he could have passed all those exams, I don't know. But just to highlight this point, that don't take the service to their Lordships, the little that we're doing or the opportunities that we're getting, ordinary or casual. It means a lot to our own individual upbringing, our own individual lives, be it that we recognize it or we don't recognize it, transformations are taking place. Like many of time you will hear, we call on Mr. Jagnarayan to give a little presentation, and he will reflect, both himself and Mataji will reflect what the service and the mercy of their Lordship means. And many other devotees would have said like that for the years that they would have been closely connected with their Lordship in service or in attending a Mangalartik or attending a Bhagavatam class in the presence of their Lordships, we see wonders in persons' lives over the years. And if you want to think, what is this Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, or what is this Patita Pavana Avatar, then you look at the lives of these individuals who would have been transformed. Like even till today, the people around the village here will tell me or ask me what we did with Krishna Gyan. Of course, they know him as Zalata. Everyone will say, Zalata, what do we do with Zal, So I said, we didn't do anything. If you want to know what happens with them, with him, you come to the temple and see those two boys on the altar. You ask them what they did with him. And you look at his life now and reflect on his life then, and you tell us, you wait and you tell us from your honest heart what it would have meant. So of course the people see transformations, the people see a whole different life. Like you heard just now from Uncle Sukhdeo Mamdeo, that he is saying that he came 2 months after the Lord were installed. Really and truly he was touched somehow or the other by the same 2009 Padayatra, the mercy that flow on the East Coast for that 2009 7 days Padayatra would have touched so many people. Sukhdeo Mamdeo Prabhu's daughter Trisha, and so many other persons, Radhakishore Ananda, and a whole bunch of boys, Mahindra and Sandhya, Dad, Uncle Vicky, we lovingly say. So many persons. So even though Sandhya might be here and her sister, they mightn't realize how they are here or why they are here. The mercy of their Lordships. So let us don't take it ordinarily that they are just two boys standing there with their hands raised like that, and we say, Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. It is much more than that. They are not just some wooden dolls, just standing there. They are giving their benedictions, they are giving their mercies, they are keeping us engaged in the service of Guru and Krishna. And they are the leader, they are the head of the Sankirtan movement. And you just heard the bhajan. Lord Chaitanya is giving, the instruction continuously. There is an eternal instruction. Go door to door. Tell everyone Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your father, and Krishna is the treasure of your lives. Now, for those of us who are doing that, who are carrying out, being instrument in carrying out that instructions or that order, as the bhajan says, it's an order to patrol around town. If you see anyone doing that, don't take that person ordinary. It means that that person is, or those persons are receiving special benedictions, special mercy are coming their way. And you somehow or the other, let us try to get the dust of those individuals' feet. And that is where the force of the 10 offense comes in. Do not blaspheme or criticize the devotees who are dedicating their lives to propagating the order of Mahaprabhu. To go from door to door, from tongue to tongue. Bolo Krishna, Brajo Krishna, Kodo Krishna Siksha. So I'd like to ask my good friend, Giri Krishna Prabhu, who would have also been chosen to be in their direct service for many years, and of course continue to serve them in so many ways over these years, to share a few thoughts with us. His Grace Giri Krishna Prabhu. And that's Prabhupada Devadas. If anybody asks you about Prabhupada Devadas, Giri Krishna Prabhu is showing me that he's getting cramped, but then I said nobody will see, So sometimes people say that I am too pushy, but I said I push you to go back home, back to Godhead.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj ki jai. Whenever we think about Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, for me, I always have to think about His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj. We were just a few old men at Nimai Pandit Study Center, myself, Prabhupada Prabhu, Madhava Krishna Prabhu. Well, he was much younger than Krishna Gyan Prabhu, and the mercy and the blessings of Maharaj, in my opinion, because I met Maharaj in 2007 for Rath Yatra, and is what brought their lordship here. Because those of us who remember, and I don't know if Haridev would have these pictures, but the lordship did not came in any very passive, soft manner. Almost just like how Maharaj would make his entrance and have all of us dancing and chanting like that. When the lordship came, the day when we did the installation ceremony, this vision is imprinted in my memory. It's etched there. We were all doing kirtan. Ajamil Prabhu was doing Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. And then Maharaj pronounced the name of the deity as Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, whilst that bhajan was being sung by His Grace Ajamil Prabhu. And because of the Padayatra, the lordship, like I said, they came with a big boom. This center was not really known much, right? Not much of it was known, but after this, the few of us, after Padayatra, those 7 days, we had 2012 Ratha Yatra, which was held here on the tarmac of the foundation here. We had 35+ young people who joined within those years as a result of that Padayatra. So the lordship probably realized that, well, for me, I probably would have zoned out many years ago. I'm still somewhere around by the mercy of the lordship, but I guess somewhere is better than being nowhere. But the thing is that I want to, for me, that I remember and I know plays a very important part in all of us, is that, as Sachi Prabhu was saying, the lordship never hesitated or refused us to they allowed us to perform services. From the time they arrived, the altar there was, when I was driving coming, I was kind of trying to compare what we have here to what they were welcome to. It was a shed made with plywood, some altar, the shelves were all plywood, the pujari room, 2 persons struggled to fit inside. If I go in now, nobody else can go in. Kind of that's the size. So by their mercy, and Harry wasn't sure if I was telling the truth or not, today marks 5,501 days for the appearance of Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra here at Lot 1, 4th Street, Cummings Lot. 5,501 days. So it's an important figure. It's very easy to remember. Very easy to remember. And maybe if we say 5,000 years ago Krishna appeared, and we say 500 years ago Mahaprabhu appeared. So I'm just drawing some conclusions. So anyway, for me and my family, we would like to thank their Lordship for giving us some path and some direction. And there are many, many activities, and I would remember that first Padayatra. Maharaj, people still ask about the drama, the Gita drama. Up to a few days ago, somebody who asked me, they know you were coming, and they were asking me if I have the recording for that Gita drama. Of course, I think Haridev have it somewhere. I did see it on YouTube and things like that. But the impact that the Lordship made, along with Maharaj's blessings, I think is what created whatever we have here today. And again, we are very grateful. I myself, very grateful that anytime I come back here, it feels like home. So thank you very much again. And Maharaj, thank you very much for always be that inspiration, especially for me and my family. And we're always grateful for your blessings. And especially this blessing that you brought their Lordship here for us. Okay. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Giri Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, so we'd like to humbly request thank you very much once again, Giri Krishna Prabhu. We'd like to humbly request His Grace Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu to please, on the Kirtanyas, to please do the title, we call it the title bhajan, the title song, glorifying their Lordship, Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. So the bhajan is Parama Karuna. So let us all dive deeply into this bhajan by Srila Lochana Das Thakur. While the bhajan will be sung, hopefully Har Kirtan will give us some glimpse of pictures, historical pictures or short history pictures of their Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Everybody together. Jai Shri
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Parama Karuna Pahodai Jana Nitai Gaurachandra
Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra.
So while the bhajan will sung, you can see some of the pictures of history of their lordship. That is when they were installed in 2009.
Sabaya Avatara Sarasiramani Kevalananda Kanna Sabaya Avatara Sarasiramani Kevalananda Kanna Kevalananda Kanna
Kevalananda Kanna
Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra Everybody loudly.
Nitai Gaurachandra
Sabayavatara Sarasiramani Kevalananda Kanna
Sabayavatara Kevalananda Kanna
Nitai Gaurachandra
Nitai Gaurachandra
Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Shuddhida Vishwasa Kori Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai
Shuddhida Vishwasa Kori
Vishaya Charya Sera Se Majya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari
Sera Se Majya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari
Nitai Gaurachandra Everybody, chorus, clap your hands please. Nitai Gaurachandra देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवने Imana doyala data
देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवना इमोना दोयाला राथा
पशुपाखि जुरे पाशना विदरे सुनि जर गुण गाता
पशु पक्षी जोरे सना विहारे सुनि जर गुण गाता
निताय Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Bolo. Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Samsar Majiya Rohini Poriya Sipade Nahilo Asha
Samsara Majiya Rohile Poriya Separe Nailo Asha
Apana Karama Bundaye Shamana Kahoye Lochana Dasa
Apan Karama Bunjaye Shamana Kahoye Lochana Dasa
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Parama Karuna Nitai Nitai Gaurachandra.
Parama Karuna Nitai
Jana Nitai
Gaurachandra.
Samayavatara Sarasiromani Kevalananda Kanda
Samayavatara Sarasiromani Kevalananda Kanda
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Nitai Gaurachandra. Nitai Gaurachandra. Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya. Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya. Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya. Nitai Gaurachandra.
Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra.
Parama Karuna Jaya. Nitai Gaurachandra Jaya. Parama Karuna Jaya. Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaur Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Gaura Haribo Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Everybody please raise your hands and chant loudly together. Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra Bhagwan ki.
Jai Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, Mayapur Prabhu and the boys, to nicely lead us in Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra, your most merciful lordships. As Giri Krishna Prabhu was presenting that, maybe you can probably say it was ordinary. For us, it was extraordinary, or a miracle would have took place. I just pull up a few of those videos. Hari Kirtan will, at some point in time, will give us a little glimpse of what would have happened on the roadside when we would have started the first day from Charles Bay to Annandale. We thought it was all a failure. It was rain. The evening program was just about 40 to 60 persons. But when we get to Lusiknan the next night, it was 13 to 1500 persons. And Mandripose Market Square Tarmac, again, there was almost 8 to 900 persons. And LBI, then when we get to, then where Massey Building is now, it was still the tarmac for Starlight Drive-In Cinema then, 15 years ago. It was 1,800 persons plus. And then we come to Ogle Mandir. Again, the whole Mandir compound and everything was all sold out. And then Sunday morning, I don't know how we would have transformed then the parapet that we have at the side here for parking. And we would have had a huge, like tents after tent and a grand final program. But then I was reflecting while Giri Krishna Prabhu was talking that the 2007 Ratha Yatra at Everest with Maharaj and Ajamil Prabhu, and then the 2008 Ratha Yatra at the National Park. No? At the National Park, I was in India then. The Giri Krishna and Bhaja Gauranga Madhava Krishna and them would have executed that Ratha Yatra, starting from parade start from in front the temple here, UG Road, going down the highway, and goes to the National Park. So those were programs, grand programs, massive programs, no ordinary programs. You can see the videos on your own timing. You can probably forward the link to you, and you can see, a couple thousand persons were there for those programs. And then boom, come 2009 and 2010 Ratha Yatra in Georgetown, 2011 Padayatra Ratha Yatra from Timeri to Georgetown, and then Giri Krishna refer you to Ratha Yatra on the tarmac here when these steel posts didn't come up as yet, and the whole Karna here would have transformed. And their lordship, that year their lordship, Sri Nitai Gaurachandra, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, and Srila Prabhupada was on the roadside for Ratha Yatra. And famous, His Grace Ajamil Prabhu, at that time, I don't know what is in his book now, but he said to us that he would have attended Ratha Yatra all over the world, almost from Argentina to Australia, New Zealand, all over Europe, India, Asia, like that, North America. But he said if he had to write his Ratha Yatra book, that that 2012 Ratha Yatra would have been #1 in his book. That was Ajamil Prabhu. So that gives you a glimpse of what would have happened. So nevertheless, it is the moment that, as you heard, a lot of inspiration would have come from one of Srila Prabhupada's servants, Srila Prabhupada, stalwart, devout disciple, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj, that over the years, 17 years plus, Maharaj have been visiting us here in Guyana. As a sannyasi, as the walking monk, had the catfish experience in his first visit, Maharaj, first or second visit to Guyana, I think, at 63 Beach, walking and foot being pricked with a with the bone of a catfish. So Maharaj went through all that, walking at the roadside, seeing all the garbage back in the days. No sidewalk in any one of the road or streets in Guyana. So Maharaj would see it all. And of course, year after year, Maharaj, almost every year except 2021, I think, during the pandemic, Maharaj didn't visit, but at least once a year, Maharaj have been visiting us here like a yagya, like a ritual, you may say. Maharaj just comes in and boosts up everything. And of course, playing important role, important service in nurturing and encouraging and guiding and also in initiating disciples and give his guidance, give his advice, his encouragements. So without any further ado, I'd like to humbly request His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj to please share a few thoughts with us this evening on the Brahmotsava ceremony of their Lordship, Brahmotsava celebration, 15 installation anniversary of their Lordship, Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj ki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Prabhupada Dev, you were too much nice. And I'd just like to thank all the devotees for their compliments, especially in regards to myself. I can't take much credit for the success of this project, but I do remember it's a little bit hazy in my mind. When the installation happened, correct me if I'm wrong, I remember a creek, water, a plank to walk over. Have I got it right? Rain.
And from the temple here, Maharaj.
Nice people, tight, rubbing against each other's shoulders, those kind of things, and just having a happy time and meeting all the nice faces and the smiles, and that it's a little bit like a blur. And Jamil was there at the time too, wasn't he? He was there, okay. Utadi was there. Nice. Beautiful memories. What I wanted to do is just for a little break is something all different. During the pandemic, I did write some poetry because what else are you going to do? I used to think what to do. And so couldn't do any plays, couldn't get together with can't bring anyone into the building. You're almost by yourself with a few other seniors, and we couldn't even go outside, like practically. You'd walk through a park and you'd sit on a picnic table and someone would come, security go, you can't sit here. I can't sit here. And kids were not allowed to play in the playgrounds. That also like taped off with that yellow tape, out of danger zone or whatever. It was really kind of weird. So anyways, during that time, we had a chance to do a little writing, and I'll just share with you my feelings about Nitai and Gaura. And on our left is Gaura, and on our right is, Nitai, and then Gaura on the other side. And they're kind of special. We need to define them, because when people come to our temples and they see Gaura and Nitai, they'll sometimes ask, which one is Krishna and which one is Radha? And then you have to go through a whole, explanation of where they fit in to the whole Vedic pantheon. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's look at them. They look ecstatic. They look like they're giving electricity. They're like live wires. They're, this kind of gesture, it's like ecstatic or electrocuted or giving electricity. There are variations of their lordships and how they stand. This is the most common one that I've seen. In our capital city in Canada, Ottawa, we have a Karuna Nitai like this. One is like this, and the other one's like that. It's kind of cool. Okay, so here, Srila Prabhupada Ki. First, I'll just read. I have 2 poems to share with you, and one is about Gora. I'm sorry, Nitai, Nityananda, most merciful. I'm calling this best avatar, best. He is indeed by far the mercy avatar, for he bore the blood during the love flood. As companion to Gaur, life was less is more, distributing a wealth for everyone's health. Committed to the name and establishing its fame, he went door to door in the effort to explore. He went with Haridas, not our Haridas here, but the original. He went with Haridas, many gains, no loss. With interesting receptions, prepared for any rejections. Jagai, Madai, there in queue, the 2 loud, obnoxious 2 met more than their match when Nitai did dispatch. Totally drunk as hell, they swayed, they fell. Nitai had a thought, these men shall not rot. They should be given a chance to sing and to dance to the ultimate sound with head up, feet to the ground. If they do succeed, that's all we need. Gaura's mission is one, to home we will run. Unknowing such a plus, the 2 nasties raised a fuss, struck the head of Nitai as if to say goodbye. But Nitai did stand up, told Gaura not to chop, the thugs' lives to spare. Hearts turned then and there. The 2 lowly drunks practically became monks, like a victorious Skanda. Credit to Nityananda. Hare Krishna. The other one is a little bit more focused on Gaura, that is Chaitanya. And it's like a paraphrase of the Shikshastakam. And we are calling this Chaitanya's verses. It's not translated verbatim, but it's pretty close. But we hope that you'll appreciate the mood and the spirit behind it. Okay, here we go. I don't know if we want to use the mridanga to create some background, if anyone is so inclined. As you like. The first line comes on like a splash. So what you can, show off a bit. Victory to the sacred sound that cleanses all around. There's filth in the heart piled up from the start. Many births of desires have burst up like fires. Therefore, the kirtan charge is for humanity at large. It's a practice so cool, like the rays of the moon. It's the fruit of wisdom with joy that's arisen. So sweet to the taste, we go there in great haste. That's the first stanza. You who are divine, this sound is sublime. With thousands of names, they all are the same. In them all energies are invested. The names are tested. Rules, question mark, not hard and fast. It's easy to pass. Out of sheer kindness, the sound is sure to bind us. Attractive, accessible, approachable, doable. But what is most unfortunate, I can't always appreciate it. Verse 2, what Prabhupada Dev was quoting, or Haridas, maybe you too. Well, we're all in on this together. To approach the sound, one must be humbly bound. Like the straw in the street, one has to be meek. Like a tall, stout tree, tolerant as can be. I'm telling you, brother, it's the ego we have to smother. RESPECT. Respect is how it should be. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. With the right attitude, the constant sound has platitude. This is verse number 4. Can you give us a little passion? Passion. Oh, power behind the universe. I'm not looking to be fabulously rich, not to be overwhelmed by the lustful itch, nor entangled in the name, fame, hitch. I'll have my bhakti list, though births persist. Hare Krishna. I always found that it was a little awkward. I have no attraction for money, followers or women, okay? So that's always awkward for the ladies to say that translation. So we kind of solved the problem here. Said, I'm not into the lustful itch, okay? It's for all genders. Okay, this is the next one, number 5. O son of Nanda, I love you, and I will assist you. But I'm in an ocean, drowning without devotion. Pick me up from this ocean of death before my last breath. While those lotus feet are handsome, place me there like an atom. The first 2 verses are sort of explosive. Number 3, number 4, it brings you down a little bit. It's a little more chilled, and to some degree, it stays there for a bit. And this is number 6. When will the time come when tears of love will run and flow so constantly while chanting in ecstasy? When will my voice choke up in the course of shake-up? When will hairs stand on end as we chant to Come on. I'm going to do it again. I mean the last two. When will my voice choke up in the course of shake-up? When will hairs stand on end as we chant to transcend? Govinda is your name. Separation makes me insane. One moment lasts forever, like 12 years or whatever. Tears come like rain. Your absence gives such pain. This vacancy in life creates so much strife. But I know only you as my lover. There is no other. Even when it's rough, I'll never have enough of heartfelt embrace, of when we find no trace of you in your freedom to act. So I'll state the fact that I love you. I love you. I always will love you. Hare Krishna. Sorry. So I guess that's one thing that we try to glean from their lordships. They're all about love. Their stature is kind of welcoming us in, wanting us to come a little closer. And if you get close to these two magnificent and magnanimous figures, you should be able to feel some love there. And it only gets better when you're doing what they like you to do, which is to chant. And this is the unique thing about the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's what kind of separates us from a lot of other temples. Most people are not aware of Gaura and Nitai. They're just not. Even when you travel in India, who are these people? That's the question. And then we have an obligation to explain who they are. Who is Chaitanya? Well, he's a combination of Radha and Krishna. Who is this Nityananda? He is Balaram, Krishna's brother. Okay, most people who hear those explanations don't have a real problem with it, because we're talking about people of the low-hanging fruit genre. We're talking about people who have, let's say, roots from Bharat, the land of Bharat, the land of India. But we have a lot of work to do in our Krishna consciousness movement. We have a lot of deliveries to make and messages to send out to people. We need to tell them about Chaitanya and Nityananda, these two extraordinary persons who went to give out love and not hate. Because as was mentioned by Prabhu last night, is Prabhu here? You made it, well, which Prabhu? Prabhu from India, the Prabhu from Pune. What's his name? Ananda Nitai? I said it right? Okay. He was telling us a little bit about the history of the temple in Ayodhya that was demolished. And he was talking about how it happened in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. During his time, when he was here on this planet, traveling around, there was a lot of confusion, a lot of contention, a lot of dissension. And, he has the power to dissolve it all, but it went on. And he would go to Jagannath Puri, to the temple. And, he knew that somebody like Haridas Thakur, the original one, again, Parvati, if you don't mind, I don't mean to exclude you. Haridas Thakur was born of Islamic descent, although his ancestors came from the Vedic strain, right? Mahaprabhu didn't raise an objection with the Pandas at the Jagannath temple. They kind of rejected and wouldn't allow him to come in because although he had the right skin color, he didn't have the right, let's say, lineage behind him. But Mahaprabhu didn't make a big deal about that. He was confrontational. Yes, we know that with the Chankazi, but not always. He kind of let things slide. But what he did do was he promoted this Krishna prema. And so sometimes we hear about injustices, like when in Bangladesh, this was about 2 years ago now, when some of our devotees were brutally killed by people, we can call them outsiders, people outside from our culture. And devotees worldwide had big protests. We organized, there were 500 people just in Toronto in front of Old City Hall. It was great. Media came out. People were wondering, well, what's going on here? And we were there to inform people there's been some injustices. And I remember I was one of the organizers, and I had one person who came to me, and like we were chanting the Maha Mantra, and Ajamil was there, whom you know, and he did a good job. Sometimes don't let him, Ajamil just sing, don't say anything. And he did a good job. And devotees, although it was a sad occasion, devotees held their heads quite high, and it was a very positive presentation. And one devotee came to me. He said, Maharaj, devotees look too happy. I said, I think that's the idea. I think the idea is to project joy, ananda, that we shall overcome. You know the song, we shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Okay, so there's a history of people being persecuted for their religion, for their practices, and it's unfair. It is a feature of Kali Yuga. But we have to fight this hate with love, and that's what we were doing. Another devotee came to me during the kirtan, which was really wonderful, and he was playing the mridanga, and he was playing it to the point where his hands were bleeding. Does that sound familiar? Have you ever had that before? Right. And another person say, Maharaj, that blood doesn't look so good. So it looks good to me. It was actually like a protest kirtan, but it was not, if you understand what I'm saying. We were trying to show the opposite of what had come to us, or what had come to some of our members. Sometimes they say, you fight fire with fire, sword with sword, club with club, noise with noise. And, but if love is stronger than hate, which it is, then that's our formula, right? In America, this was, maybe it was in the 30s, the radio days, before television. Orson Welles, who was a great voice, he narrated War of the Worlds. And people were listening to his narration of these aliens that come in and had landed, and the descriptions of the destruction these aliens had committed was so believable that people believed it to be true. They locked their doors. I even heard one person jumped out the window. They're coming. I don't want to see them. So, and you know what happened? I mean, at a very intense moment, the aliens come in, and at some point, they just retreated. Why did they retreat? They retreated because they had seen that the earthlings were demonstrating something they were not familiar with, and it's called love, attachment, bonding, helping each other, caring, looking out for each other. So that's what the world needs right now. I was with a friend in Maui not long ago. That's in Hawaii. And I hadn't seen him for a while. He's of Jewish descent. He's a great photographer. And we were just talking about the Israeli-Palestinian situation. And, we were just talking about, like, in the 60s when we grew up, it was all about peace and love and war. That. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Okay. So, now it's all surged up again. People are bodily conscious. They're identifying with their tribe, if you will. And it's not healthy. It's just not that hate isn't good. It doesn't help anybody. Leads to destruction. Why can't we just like each other and celebrate our differences? If someone's a little different, coming from different parentage, that's yay, Haribol. If somebody's black, somebody's white, brown, people have red hair now, like green hair, blue hair. Okay, why not? So Michael and I were talking about how we could use a little bit more of the 60s message again. Love. Peace, brother. Be groovy. We can use a bit more of that now. It needs to be applied. With the wars surging, and what are the wars over? Just some silly thing, usually. Fighting over nothing. And then that has to stop. But it won't stop. Because that's the nature of Kali Yuga. But we do have the power to subdue it somewhat. To bring the temperature down. To bring the heat factor down, to cool it down. By the way, anybody want to come to Canada? 45 below? By the way, that's over now. But let us chill. Let us chill and let it happen through what is prescribed for us by the two great lords, Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. They're just saying, chant this holy name. They're saying, have happy times. We're having a festival here, and it's an unending one. It goes on day after day. When the first time I went to a Mangalarti at 4:15 in the morning, and I saw all these people, after they showered, that means they had to get up at 3, some of them. And I saw they were all ecstatic. They were kind of like electrocuted. And I said, where in the world are you going to find this? Where people are jumping for joy. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associate Nityanand have done. They've given us joy. And Prabhupada has introduced us to them. They're the great personalities. Those devotees who dress the deities every day, those devotees who prepare meals for them every day, those devotees who clean their paraphernalia and even their storage area. By the way, it was up in the storage. A little bit more tidiness would be good. Those who distribute their mercy through this technique of chanting to the conditioned souls, all of them, all of the above, they get tremendous benefit. Tremendous. So we are lucky people. That's what we are. And although I can't remember so much the instances from the anniversary, I just remember it was really rustic. It was really rustic. Tin, wood, brown water, but happy people, you know. And we went from there to here and to now, and it's all good. The only thing is that it would have been nice if there were a few more people, but I think we've done pretty good, the promoters of this program. We want to thank you. And since we're talking about peace, peace is defined by, we brought this up in the class this morning, by one author, Wordsworth. And he said, peace means to rest and to do so with gratitude, gratitude for the world. You think about that. We're actually feeling good, not fatigued, not stressed out. No mashucha, Krishna says, stress not. Right, 1866, stress not. And he adds gratitude. Be thankful for what you've got. And, you know, there's another song that comes from Canada, a Big Yellow Taxi. And here's the chorus. It starts off with, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Okay? And that's in Honolulu. So the chorus goes like this. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? I'll say it again. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. So while you have a chance, you know, look at nature around you before they put up a parking lot. And value it, because there's going to be a lot of concrete coming around in the next few years. Am I right about that? Asphalt, concrete, and so on like that. Hopefully there'll be some landscaping done around it. Hare Krishna. So let's think positive, let's do positive, let's be positive, and chant Krishna's name, and be grateful that our God is Chaitanya for this age. In one sense you could say, it's not actually Krishna, it's just so far-fetched. It's actually Chaitanya. You know, you can get closer to him because he was here not long ago. And he gave so much. When he danced, the Hindus looked at him, the Muslims looked at him as, who is this tall fellow who's so much in love with God? He can't seem to stand up straight. He's into some kind of ecstasy. And he's into some kind of feelings that we don't understand, but we would like to understand. And Mahaprabhu was so influential, so powerful that Hussein Shah, who was one of the Muslim leaders, known to be quite, let's say, tyrannical, he fell in love with Mahaprabhu. And he put it like this: if any of you, he's talking to his orderlies, do not touch this man or else, kind of thing. They loved Mahaprabhu because he was in another world. So if you want to be in another world, you can do it. You can get there. But it might take baby steps to get there. But let us start with being nice to each other. Let's cut down on and gossip. Stuff like that. That's a strong feature of Kali Yuga. Can I read to you one more poem? Is that all right? About Kali Yuga. Do we have time? What's that? Sunday.
On Sunday morning, we'll have a continuation of this program, Maharaj. So if you
I
don't
see.
mind, we can
Okay.
continue Sunday because
Okay.
we want to bring in a few minutes of
Okay.
the Padayatra, and then we're supposed to have Artik by 8:30.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so in other words, you're pulling the cane out, right? Okay. So just want to say, I remember all the padayatras. I remember the heat. I remember the dogs. I remember all the prasadam and the nice people. I remember someone tossing a plastic bottle in the canal. I was upset. I remember some of the exhaust coming from the vehicle that carries this speaker. So it was a kind of like a Chinese sabji, sweet and sour experience. But what made up for it was just being with all the loving devotees, honestly. It's always a pleasure to be here with you all. So thank you very much for listening. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj ki. Your Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki. Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much, Maharaj, for wonderful reflections and thoughts. So I was thinking if any one of us wonder what a monk, what a Swami, what a Guru will do during pandemic, well, this is what they were doing. So that gives you a little glimpse of what they would have normally, what they would have done during the lockdown moment. For them, there's no lockdown. There's always ways and means to practice and promote and preach and encourage the entire world. So thank you very much, Maharaj, to be so kind to us, to share with us those wonderful writings and in the form of those poems. We cannot wait for Sunday morning to continue because the festival is really, generally it's 5 days festivity to honor the installation anniversary of their lordships, but the management and the devotees of Hare Krishna Study Center thought to be a little open up this time. Send Maharaj to Crane West Coast for a day, sending him to Barbies for a day. So it kind of curtailed a little, but I will encourage each and every one of you, don't miss out. Don't miss out Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, the Padayatra in and around Mandipo's market area, and then go into Good Hope by Mahendra's Prabhu's resident for the evening religious and cultural presentation in the midst of their lordship. Their lordship will be out there. His Holiness Maharaj Prabhupada deity also will be out there with us. Small Chota Prabhupada deity will be out there with us. There will be a much more intimate, closer association with their lordship. It won't be like at the distance that they are on the altar. And then again, Sunday morning, you're invited to be back here for a grand Sunday morning or a continued celebration of honoring the 15th installation anniversary of their lordship. So I'll give you a little quick glimpse of what Padayatra 15 years ago would have looked like in the streets. And we just randomly picked this. This was in a very difficult time when we went in this area. The area was very, very sulk, very in a mood of mourning. And we all know what would have happened in Lusignan in 2008, I think, the massacre there. And the Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, on their second walk, after they were installed, went into those villages. So, Hare Kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
So
Hare.
that gives you a little glimpse of Padayatra back in those days. And Giri Krishna, I think, would have reflect on the Gita drama. So I'll give you a little glimpse of what the Gita drama would have means. So the Gita. I think this was in Montrose, the then drive-in cinema Tarmac.
Namaste. Na. Ma. Stay. Namaste. Welcome to our play, which is called The Gita. The Gita. It is based on the epic, the Mahabharata. It is the story of two great souls. One is a warrior. His name is Arjuna. The other is Krishna, the supreme divine. Together they are the best of friends. The setting is a place called Kurukshetra in ancient India. There are two great armies. The Pandava army, which is virtuous, and the Kaurava army, which is impious. Krishna and Arjun are with the Pandavas.
So,
Krishna.
of course, it will go on. You can even get this online. It's on YouTube. I'll give you a little glimpse of what Ajamil Prabhu Kirtan was like and the setting for those programs, to give you a little glimpse, hopefully, of the amount of persons that were in attendance. So that is a little glimpse of immediately after the installation anniversary of their lordships. That is what would have happened out there in the villages, on the roadside, on the East Coast here. So as we said, there are still quite a few more devotees who we would like to hear from, give their little thoughts on this occasion of the Brahmotsava ceremony or celebration, the 15th anniversary, installation anniversary that is, of their lordship. But we'll pause for the Artik ceremony now. Special Artik to their lordship this evening. Bhojan Prasadam will be served to everyone. And we look forward for you to participate in a grand Saturday afternoon stroll around. We'll gather by Radhakishore resident next to 401 Mandapur opposite the market there by 2:30 p.m. By 3 we should be in and around the market. Then we'll go by Radhakishore Prabhu's place from Mandapur, go around a few streets in Good Hope, and then finish by Mahendra's residence for a grand evening cultural and religious stage presentations. And then again, Sunday morning, you're invited here. His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj will be in Borbis tomorrow, so if anyone from Borbis or you get the news, if you happen to be, or if anyone wants to join Maharaj, he'll be leaving around 10 tomorrow morning here, going up to Borbis, do an evening program there, and then come down back here Saturday. So those are the programs. Participate as much as possible. We would have sent out requesting devotees and congregational members, friends and well-wishers, if you like to make a contribution towards these programs. It will go a far way in assisting in covering some of the expenses. As you know, last week the temple would have undertake quite a bit, and we didn't really go out on any much collections or collect much donations. And then again, this week, all these programs. So if you can make some contributions towards any areas, you know the areas of the temple, or you want to make a general donations, no problem. You reach Sanjaya, Sachisuta, Radhakishore Prabhu, or any one of the leaders here, and you make your contributions. Something you were saying, Sachi? So Sunday morning, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj will be conducting a Kirtan standard session, a little hour and a half session on Kirtan standard. Maharaj will be discussing with us. So all those who are interested and those who are doing kirtan and interested in doing kirtan, it will be nice that we all come on the same page of ISKCON standard of doing kirtan and performing kirtan. So that will be Sunday morning. And Saturday afternoon, as the Padayatra arrived by Mahendra's Prabhu's residence, Maharaj will be reaching with some disciples and devotees, maybe for half an hour, 45 minutes before the stage program begins. So those are some programs. Tomorrow morning, Bhagavatam class, you're invited, 6 a.m. for Mangal Artik. At 6:45 will be Srimad Bhagavatam class, and then Guru Puja. So please try to take advantage of the opportunity as it avails itself to all of us. Thank you all very much. While Artik is going on, if somebody and you have to go, you can please go to the Bhojan Stali, the Bhojan Hall, take Prasadam, honor the feast that was prepared and offered to the Lordship on this special day before you leave. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki, Their Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ki jai. We still have some t-shirts and some souvenir items that we have prepared for the Ram Ayodhya Mandir inaugurations. So you can please, when you go to the Prasadam Hall, check out those things. If you want to buy a few extra t-shirts, we can give you at a reduced price, and you can give it to some of your loved ones, your family members, friends, and well-wishers like that. And there is the saffron part that Maharaj wrote, a book that Maharaj put together. That will also be on the book table downstairs, limited copy. So if you like to own one of those books by His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj, your opportunity is now. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Let us all stand for the beautiful Artik ceremony to the Lordship Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ke. Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra ke. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitina Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namaste Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaurachandra Arotiko Shobha. Janavi Tata Vane Jagamanalobha. Jagajana Manalobha. Jagajana Manalobha. Gaurangir Arotik Shobha. Jagajanir Manalobha. Shobha Jagajana Manalobha. Takinini Taichan Bomegodadhara. Anikateyad Vita Srini Vasachatra Dara. Vosiyate Gaurachand Ratna Singha Saneya. Arati Korinna Brahma Adi Devagane. Narahari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya. Sanjayamo Kunda Vasu Goshadigaya. Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karathala. Shankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karathala. Madhur Amridanga Bhaje Purumura Sala. Madhur Amridanga Bhaje Purumura Sala. शंका बाजे कांत बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे कांत बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बजे मधुर 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 बजे कोटि चंद्र जी ने वदन उज्ज्वला गलते से बनमाला कोरे चला माला शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गद गद शिव शुक नारद प्रेमे गद गद भक्ति नोधाते गौर संपादा भक्ति नोधाते गौर संपादा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव सदि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, arms up in the air. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pribrajikacharya Sattarasata Sisimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pribrajikacharya Sattarasata Sisimad His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Dhamacharya Shala Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Sikh Kisi Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Navadvipa Mayapur Dham Ki Shri Ayodhya Dham Ki Ganga Mai Ki Jamuna Mai Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Brihat Mridanga Ki Samaveda Bhakta Vrindagi. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya. Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvasaisha Sunyavadi Pastasari Satari.
Namaste Narashingaya. Namaste Narashingaya. Prila de la de dahine. Hiranyakasipurvasya Silatangkanakalae Ito nishinga parato nishinga Yata yata yamitato nishinga Bahir nishinga lidahir nishinga Nada Shinga Madin Charanam Prabhade Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakama Buddha Shingam Dalita Liranya Kashibur Danavendam Savarita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Keshavareta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagari Shahare Jaya Jagari Shahare Jaya Jagari Shahare Jai Jai Nishingade Jayo Lakshmi Narashinga Jayo Lakshmi Narashinga Lakshmi Narashinga Jayo Lakshmi Narashinga Jayo Bhakta Prahlad Jayo Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Prahlad Jayo Prahlad Maharaj Shri Shri Nishingadev Bhagwan ki Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo
Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Please do enjoy Prashadam into your fullest satisfaction. So the cake that was sponsored and prepared by Madhava Krishna Prabhu and his family will be served in the Prashadam Hall by His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj. So you probably want to be nowhere else other than the Prashadam Hall immediately. Hare Krishna.